Verdict is out in the 2010 German bakery blast case in Pune. The lone arrested conspirator, Mirza Himayat Inayat Beg, has been held guilty. The terror strike killed 17 people and injured more than 57, including 5 foreign nationals. Let's in fact listen to the prosecution's lawyer who spoke to us just a while earlier.
I am just, please silence. I am Advocate A. Rahman for the accused. The court has declared the judgment today and the court has held him guilty under section 120B, 302. Write down if you want. Under section 120B, 302, 307, 435, 474 and 153A of the IPC Act. Then also he has held him guilty under section 10, 13, 16, 18 and 20 of the Unlawful Activities Act. He has also been held guilty under section 3, 4 and 5 of the Explosive Substance Act. And therefore, for the quantum of sentence, the court has adjourned the case to 18th of this month.
So, all your arguments have in a sense been dismissed by the court. How would you react?
You say, now it is the opinion of the court. So far I am concerned, I have advanced the good argument, and in a sense that I said that the conspiracy in this case is not proved because nobody has gone to the Lanka, and it is the police allegation that the conspiracy had taken place in the month of March 2008 and it was implemented on 13/2/2010 after 2 years. So therefore nobody can believe it. And moreover, the conspiracy had taken place between one Fayaz Kagzi and the Mohsin Chaudhary, and those two persons are absconding. That also aspect to be taken into consideration. Moreover, it is a case of the police that accused has not planted the bomb at German bakery, but the person who planted the bomb is Ahmad Sitappa urf Yasin Bhatkal, and the Yasin Bhatkal is absconding. He is not before the court. Therefore, the court has now, I have to respect the verdict of the court.
Sir, you had said that Himayat Beg was not present at the time in Pune when the attack took place. How would you react to that? You had said that he was not present here. How would you react?
No, the point is that I have produced nearly 6 witnesses before the court who has said that on 13/2/2010.
All right, so that was the defense lawyer, and let's now quickly listen to what the prosecution lawyer had to say.
सर बताइए सर कोर्ट में आज क्या हुआ? Yes sir.
13 फेब्रुवारी 2010 साली पुणे येथील जर्मन बेकरीमध्ये जो बॉम्बस्फोट घडला होता त्याच्यामध्ये 14 निष्पाप लोकांचा मृत्यू झाला आणि 56 लोक अतिशय गंभीररित्या जखमी झाले. या खटल्याचा आज पुणे येथील अतिरिक्त सत्र न्यायाधीश NP धोटे साहेब यांनी निकाल दिला आणि त्यातला जो आरोपी होता मिर्झा हिमायत बेग याला दोषी ठरवण्यात आलेला आहे. शिक्षेविषयी त्याला जे काय म्हणणं मांडायचंय त्यासाठी त्याला मुदत दिलेली आहे, कारण त्याच्यावरती जे गुन्हे साबित झालेत त्यातील 5 कलम अशी आहेत का ज्याला त्याला मृत्यूदंडाची पण शिक्षा होऊ शकते. त्यामुळे त्याला विचार करण्यासाठी आणखीन त्याची बाजू मांडण्यासाठी मुदत दिलेली आहे आणि 18 तारखेला कोर्ट त्याच्यावरती शिक्षा काय त्याच्यावरती सुनावणी घेऊन त्यानंतर कोर्ट त्याच्यावरती निर्णय देईल.
सर हिंदी में जानना चाहेंगे कि कोर्ट में क्या हुआ? सर हिंदी में जानना चाहेंगे कोर्ट में क्या हुआ?
No question. Sir, in Hindi we are cutting live, sir. Please tell us what happened in court.
13 फरवरी 2010 में पुणे के जर्मन बेकरी में जो बम धमाका हुआ था उसका आज नतीजा आ गया है और जो अतिरिक्त सत्र न्यायाधीश NP धोटे साहब है उन्होंने इसमें जो मुजरिम थे मिर्जा हिमायत बेग उनको दोषी ठहरा है, उसके सजा के बारे में 18 तारीख को बहस होगी और उसके बाद उसको क्या सजा सुनानी है इसका कोर्ट फैसला करेगा।
What transpired in the court today?
The decision in the bomb blast that occurred in German Bakery, Pune on 13th of February 2010 was declared today by the additional session judge N.P. Dhote. The arguments on the question of sentence will be heard on 18th and thereafter the court will give its verdict as to what punishment is to be awarded.
सर किन धारा है, खाली कोई धारा बताइए।
All right, so that was the prosecution lawyer who was giving out the details of what transpired in the courts today. So Sessions Court in Pune today handing out the judgment, the verdict in the Pune blast case, the blast that ripped through a packed eatery back in 2010, which 17 people were killed. We'll continue to get you more details on that. Well, Beg, remember, is the lone person who was arrested in connection with the case. The charge sheet that's been filed by the ATS, in fact, gives out names of 5 other accused who are absconding. The charge sheet was filed in the court, which is naming other conspirators of the case, including Yasin Bhatkal, Riyaz Bhatkal, Iqbal Bhatkal, Mohsin Chaudhary, and Fayaz Kagzi. Well, Devesh is now with us on the phone line from Pune. Devesh, just describe to us what really happened in the courts today and the highlights of the trial so far.
Today the Pune court had held guilty Himayat Beg, who was the only accused who was arrested in German Bakery. The court has said that he has been held guilty of most of which the 18 has put in their charge sheet. However, the court has reserved the quantum of punishment for 18. For 18, it would be clear that how many years would for the terror act that he has committed in Pune.
Right, but this case is far from cracked, considering that there are 5 other people who were named in the charge sheet that was filed in court, and all 5 of them are currently absconding. Was there any mention during the course of the trial about the other key accused in this case, and what really is the ATS doing to nab them?
Today it was only the judge had to read out whether he was guilty or not, because most of the declaration was already considered by the judge in the earlier date. However, yes, the ATS is still looking out for other 5 accused who were co-conspirators in the entire German Bakery blast. There has been no arrest as of now after Himayat Beg in the case, and there is a big setback for ATS, who has not been able to arrest the key conspirator, who was one of the plants who had got German Bakery and planted the bomb in the bakery.
Right. Devesh, also give us details of the person who has been convicted today by the court. He was the only person who has been arrested in connection with the bakery, the German bakery blast in Pune. And tell us briefly about his background. I believe he belongs to Maharashtra and has also worked at a cyber cafe earlier.
Yes, Himayat Beg hails from Bid, and he did his schooling there. This is the place where he actually met Fayaz Kagzi and other people who indoctrinated him. The ATS had arrested him from Pune, and he was the man who used to run a cyber cafe at a place which is very nearby from Pune. And that's the place from where actually the bomb was assembled, returned in the charge sheet by the ATS. That's the place where they had assembled the bomb, which was used for the German Bakery blast.
Right, and what exactly was his role for which he has now been convicted by the Sessions Court? We believe there was a charge of conspiracy that has been upheld by the Sessions Court. What really was his role, as has been alleged by the Anti-Terrorism Squad of Maharashtra?
The Anti-Terrorism Cell of Maharashtra has very categorically mentioned in their charge sheet that Himayat Beg was a person who travelled to Colombo. That's the place where he met the Bhatkal brothers and learned the technique of making bombs. And after that, he travelled back to India, and he came here. Along with Yasin Bhatkal and other Mohsin Chaudhary, he had went to Crawford Market, from where he has purchased things which was essential for making bombs. And after getting it back to his cyber cafe, he assembled the bomb there. And he was the person who actually zeroed down on the target at the German Bakery blast.
All right, seems we've lost that line. Devesh giving us details of what exactly happened in the courts today. The prosecution had examined more than 103 witnesses in the case. There are other 5 suspects, including Mohsin Chaudhry, Yasin Bhatkal, Riaz Bhatkal, and Iqbal Bhatkal, all Indian Mujahideen members, and Fayaz Kagzi, who are still at large. Well, the ATS did not arrest the 7th suspect, Zaibuddin Ansari, despite his name figuring in the charge sheet. Remember, Ansari alias Abu Jundal was arrested in Delhi in June 2012 in connection with 2611 Mumbai attacks case. The charge sheet in this case said that Himayat Beg, the person who's been convicted today, was trained by Ansari to make bombs during his visit to Colombo in 2008. Ansari also provided money to Beg during this period in the meeting that took place in Colombo. The Bhatkal brothers, who founded the Indian Mujahideen, helped in planning and execution of this attack. The charge sheet says that Yasin Bhatkal himself planted the explosives at the spot. But the Bhatkal brothers remain absconding. The blast took place in in February 2010. Sahil Joshi now joins us on the phone line with more. Sahil, how big a breakthrough really this is for ATS, considering that the defense all along had said that Beg is being falsely implicated. Now the charges have been upheld. In fact, he has been convicted today by Sessions Court.
Absolutely, it is going to be a really big help for ATS that their investigation has been found correct by the court, and they have found Himayat Beg, the sole accused who has been arrested in this particular case, guilty. But at the same time, they will also have a view about the older cases, because the 2006 Mumbai train blast case and then the Malegaon blast case are still pending in the court, and and despite the charge sheet has been filed, there is no judgment yet on those particular cases. But certainly in 2010 German bakery blast case, if the verdict has come in ATS investigation, then definitely it's a big support for ATS in their further investigations.
Right, and Sahil, like you mentioned, most of these cases remain unsolved. Like you were talking about the train blast that took place in 2006, and then of course in 2010 the Pune blast, in which the only person who was arrested, who was part of the bigger conspiracy, has now been convicted by courts. But what about other people, the masterminds, the Bhatkal brothers? In fact, Yasin Bhatkal is believed to have planted the bomb himself outside German bakery, as was seen in the CCTV footage that was later shown on, later put out by the ATS as well. So clearly, all of these cases are far from being cracked.
Absolutely, because the cases are cracked. In 2006 Mumbai blast, the charge sheet was filed. The Malegaon blast sheet has been filed, but the case is still going on in the MCOCA court, and there is no judgment yet. But despite that, in 2010 case, which happened much later, the judgment has come. It's going to be definitely a big morale booster for ATS, because in such cases, not only the statement, but at the same time, the evidence also matters, and the evidence which has been procured by ATS has definitely helped in the investigation, and that is the reason why Beg was finally found guilty on 18th, as we are all waiting that the sentence will be pronounced against Himayat Ali Beg.
Sahil Joshi, editor, Mumbai, thank you very much for joining us. We also have Mr. YP Singh on the phone line with us, former IPS officer. Mr. Singh, according to you, how has the work been done by the ATS in this particular probe? The only person who was arrested has now been convicted by a Sessions Court. There is room for appeal. That's what the defense says. But we know there are a lot of other people who are even mentioned in the charge sheet. They've not been able to nab any of these people.
I think the initial work done by the ATS is worthy of praise, because it was a quality detection done by them. But the follow-up of this detection has been very, very, I would call it not very encouraging, because he could have provided a lot of precious information on the other conspirators, because he was basically a conspirator which was proximate to the core group, because he was the one who assembled the bombs, and explosives were recovered from him. Being in the know of so many things, yet the investigation could not take off from there. That is the reason why the main conspirators were still at large. And when there were clues about the conspirators, there was rivalry between Mumbai police and Delhi police. And Yasir Bhatkal, at the nick of the moment, escaped from his hideout in Mumbai because of such politics.
Right.
So I think the work of the ATS has been reasonably fine, but not, it cannot be called impeccable.